Good afternoon, guys. It's 3:51 p.m. Today is October 30th, 2023. Month end today, October month end. Okay. So going into the day, we will stay neutral today. Now you can see, right? The notes here is different today. So we know there was a sell-off going on, right? So big time since last 1 week, 2 weeks, right? And I was saying favored sellers, more sellers. Today, if you look at it, it says we will stay neutral today. We are open for both sides. Some upward move is possible today above Friday's high. So Friday's high was 76 in ES 4176, and NQ it was 407. Okay, and price went above it. All the levels are important, and we have to stick with those levels, and we can trade level to level. So levels are aggressive sellers, aggressive buyers, preferred sellers, preferred buyers, super aggressive buyers, all these things. We will also look for setup around those levels only as a target or entry. Today is all about month end closing. 525 for NQ, ES 4190 to 4212 should stay as max if price choose to go higher, right? So I'm also giving you the max level if you are long and if you want to hold it, let's say, right? So ES high fell into this area, and that was the high of the day. NQ did not even reach this area. It was close enough, like 470 or so, right? Or 480. So close enough, I would say, NQ did not have enough time, So dream number 364, 351, powerful numbers, right, as usual. So now let's go here. Now before we move forward, let me show you my Discord statement. Here is a Discord statement. So I took a screenshot, because there is some information there which is only for the members, right? So also I bold it here, I hide it, that information, but the whole idea is today is, I'm showing you what I wrote it as usual, right? Every day I write something in Discord, and then we trade accordingly. So this is not something I modified it or put it somewhere else later on, right? This is before the fact. Yesterday 7:47 p.m. even on Friday also I put it, that overnight or tomorrow above 4164 NQ 326 expect some upward move. And remember from Friday that someone was buying in NQ. So Friday's high or low, one of them both will be broken tomorrow or in the overnight, either both or one of them. Monday, Tuesday, ES is allowed to go up to 4190, 4200. It's the same message from Sunday night. Okay, if it wants to, at that time it was trading at 41. When I wrote this message, it was trading at 41.48. So it was like 50 points up. So here, and then Wednesday, Thursday, this is the idea in my mind only for now, right? And then if it is possible that Monday, tomorrow you will see an upward day, and that is the truth, right? For yes, for NQ it did ping pong, but eventually it went up, right? So it's an upward day actually in a way, but since because of this ping pong, I wouldn't qualify this as an upward day, So overnight it will finish the job, wherever it wants to go. If ES moves higher then above that area, otherwise it will not move, So it is all written early enough, right? And because of these things, if you look at it, today's pre-market note, I put it neutral, and I said some upward move is possible. 64 is the level where I said if it goes above it, some upward move. NQ above 326, which is this level, above buyers active. Right, now you can see that level. Price touched that level and bounced, and pretty much it held this level 326, and then it just, so despite this down moves, you can see it, bias defended. See, that is what the bias means, that is called read. So you can technically trade up down, all this move, but if you stick with bias and with the ideas, then eventually you will make money, even though if you are losing here, let's say, because let's say we are supporting buyers about this area, and then let's say this move happened. If we caught it, good. If we did not catch this move, this proves that buyers are there. After that point onwards, this down move was a trap. Now, because now you will see, man, this is not a trap, it went down, right? Yes, it went down, but it went up too, right? See, after looking at this, it should not have gone up like this, right? But at the end, it was supposed to make a new high. See, ES did that, NQ did not, but it went close enough. But look at ES, right? So if I walk you through NQ, you wouldn't understand. If I walk you through ES, you can understand that high of the day came later in the day. See, at 10 o'clock, I asked a question. When it was here, I asked a question in Discord that high of the day is in or low of the day is in. Then, most of them said high of the day is in because of this down move. I said no, it is not. Neither of them is in. But I said later on, high of the day will come, but later. Now you can see this. This is what the bias and reading means, based on how price moves, not in this only time frame. You have to look at what has happened on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, daily basis. Based on all this combination, you have to come up with a bias that today most likely upward move, and then maybe later in the week maybe the down move, but today chances are upward move. So now you know the background. So ES was very good, so I'm thinking now to move back to ES, instead of NQ. NQ is a pain in a butt. Yesterday, Friday, it was pain in a butt. Today also it's a pain in a butt, but ES is like straightforward. So I'm thinking now moving back to ES. If this thing continues, I have to move back to ES, to trade, or maybe Dow Jones, something else, but not NQ. But so because then I'm seeing losses in NQ. Usually I don't have losses, to be honest. Any trade I take, they are profitable right from the go. Last 2 days, Friday and today, I had couple of losses that I have to take it. Then end of the day I'm profitable, but I don't count that, because then I'm just making it up, like trying to go in a positive territory. But I don't like the losses. Let me put it back. Losses are good as long as they are taken doing right thing. So, and if read is proper and then you get loss, it's fine. So this losses, so I took today also 4 or 5 losses in a row, but it was all trying to do the right thing. But the key thing here is I was able to make it back, all of them. Why? Because I stick with the bias. I did not short it NQ. Despite it was moving down, I stick with longs. Even with the losses, I didn't give up. That is what I do. I don't give up. As long as my bias is right, and ES in this case, NQ, I almost gave up on NQ. That now, it's a problematic. But ES was holding very nicely. So only longs I took it in NQ later on continuously after having, see this one, sorry, forget this one, okay? This 1, 2 and 3, there were 3 losses here in a row, But because of only ES, since the way it was holding this super aggressive buyers area, this line, because of that, I only took the longs in NQ. I stick with longs consistently because 326 was still here. It was trading above it. But so let's talk about these things, right? So 64 was one of the level that I said in the Sunday night that it holds above it, buy it. So at least ES we know buyers. The right of the open buying came in, right? Open right. At this point, ES I couldn't do anything. NQ I could have done. In Discord I said 337 was a long, but then today instead of 9:15 or 9 o'clock Discord voice, I came late. So I came right at 9:30 and price just of the open touched here and just immediately bumps. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. If I was reading since 9:15 in Discord, I would have gone long here, or at least 351, right here. But since I came, price was already here. Then I was looking for a pullback. Damn thing did not pull back. See, once it went here, damn thing did not even pull back. So I don't like to chase the move. Yeah, I could have gone long here or maybe here. See, the problem with me is my stop loss. I can drill down to 15-second chart, let's say, or maybe 1 minute. Go long at here, let's say 381, right? But stop. I do not want to put a stop at like 374. My stop needs to go here, which is too large for me, because 325 or 320 stop, 381 entry is 60 point stop in overall bearish environment. Yes, today I was expecting up move, but not the late entry. Has to be here. Once it is gone, my stop is usually like 5 point, 10 point, no more than that. Maximum 15 points. That's it. This is way beyond my stop loss limit. Okay, so that is why I didn't get long here. I knew that it will go higher, but I was not expecting without any pullback it will just go straight up. That's where the problem is, and so I didn't get this move, because I came late. So once it is gone. Then I was just watching it. Then I didn't want to see NQ reaching all the way up to this area, basically this area, preferred sellers area, but it did. See, now my long opportunity is gone, because in one shot it just did it. Now I have to wait for a pullback. Now in Discord we discuss that any pullbacks after this, now we have to stick with longs. Question is, I said in Discord, I said which level it will hold as a pullback. That is a problem, because now the way it went up, on one side it is exhausted into preferred sellers area, so it can come down a little bit more, but this is like open drive buying going on, so price may not pull back much. So only thing we can do is try longs at all the levels, and also the risk is, since it exhausted into this area, it can come down all the way, because see, there was no pause in between, so it can come down all the way if you got lucky. Otherwise it may come here and bounce, and then go here, then come down. Now why take a long here in between when it drops? So because ES was supposed to go into this area, then I would not go long. Then if I see this, I would have shorted it right here. If NQ was able to reach here somewhere and ES was able to reach here in the morning, then it is coming down like this, I would have shorted it here, targeting this low, okay, instead of taking longs. See, this is depending on the price, you have to decide. So because it is coming from the level, see here ES came from nowhere, middle of nowhere, 84, it was not my level, so, and it came down, right? So it doesn't make sense for me to look for shorts, because this could be a trap, and you can see it was a trap. So ES, if I did not trade ES by the way, right, but if I was trading ES, I would have gone long here, stop out to 3 point here, then again I would have tried long here, this one bail out here, which is almost 14 points here, 3-4 point loss, 14 point profit, I would have been done for the day in ES, okay. But I was trading NQ since I missed this move, right? So now since it pulled back here, right, I went long. Now the target is not this, sorry, for NQ target is this or little high, basically, new high. And ES you already know now, I will told you, right, what to do. So here it went into my favor, like 407 to 424 even. So I was making money here, right? But I decided not to cut it because I was looking for this high. This was a random move, but so I put like 15-point stop here, like this, this one, to basically cover this high if it choose to pull back close enough, and this also. So this one I lost. Then I went long here, right at this stop. 10-point stop loss, below it got stopped out, 25-point loss. Then it went down. At this point I knew it will go down straight there, but I didn't want to short it, because technically it can bounce from the dream number, this, and probably this, right? So it went down straight there to 337, which I was supposed to go long here. So when it came down there, the way it went up, it came down, so long here. At this point I was saying in Discord that it needs to go above dream number, otherwise dream number can act as a resistance. Okay, so it damn thing act as a resistance. In ES I said 77, as actually this level or something, 1030, right? So 60s, 60, 50, that's where it started this move in the morning before open, right? So that area can act as a resistance. So it acted as a resistance, it came down, right? Again stopped me out. So this time I had only 5 points stop. So now I was like 15, 10 and 5, almost 30-point loss. Okay, fine. Then again it went back up, so again I tried it. Again I got 5-point loss. Fine, 40-point loss now. Okay, I was sitting on a 40-point loss. See, this is the thing I don't like it, when price does this way and ES is holding. Okay, so there was a divergence here between ES. Then at this point, see here, price touched 325. See here it touched it, right? So I went long here. So now I have like 4 losses at 40 point, right? Then again it came down here, and around what time? It's 10:46 here, right? So both went down. At this point the bar is very high for sellers to hold it below these levels, but look at it, it fell into this area, aggressive buyers area. Now see, NQ's levels are lower, ES is aggressive buyers here, sorry, here it was holding super aggressive, while NQ is still holding technically super aggressive area, but this was aggressive buyers here, right? So NQ fell into this one and then immediately bounced back up, right? And it went bounced back up, not only went above 325 but 337 also here. So this was my entry, 5th entry, right here, 332 or so. Now I'm still with the 10-point stop here. Okay, so far 40-point stop loss, 40-point stops, loss, right? Here it made my day, right? So it went up all the way up to 364, then pulled back and it held 337. See here I added one more contract. Now target was this, or possibly new high for the day, right? So I was not expecting price to like come down here, but it did. So anyway, so I built out one contract here. So whatever this entry was, I built out. Other one, I put the stop loss, moved up right below this dream number, which I got stopped out. Okay, now this one was almost 60-point move, right? So I had a 40-point loss, right? And then 60-point move. But because of this stop loss, number of contracts which I had it, right, combining all over it, I was still losing, but roughly maybe 10 points, not a lot, right? So I was still in an overall losing position, overall in P&L, 10 point, 10 to 12 point, not much. Now at this point I say, you know what, I will call it a day off. In this code I said call it a day off now, because this NQ doesn't want to go now. Maybe it will do it in the later on in the noon time, but it will make a new high, so after 1 p.m. that is what I said. So now no more trading. So I closed my PC with 12-point loss in NQ. Okay, then price did this, And if you look at Discord, I didn't put any single message because I was not watching price. You know? Then I came at 2:30 or so, around 2:35 to look at it, and I saw this. Then I knew at that point, because look at it here, that it wants to make a new high, right? So why? So now let's see, this is simple stuff. So look at ES. See, if I was here in ES, this was a long in ES, 65, above 65. This was a long, very good long, because now NQ had a divergence here. See, this time 1248, and this is 1248 in ES. ES higher low, NQ new low. Remember, the whole idea is ES is holding very well and it is not able to go down, while NQ, we know sellers were there, it went down, couldn't make a new low, but it has a divergence with ES. If you look at internals at that time around 1250, they were still holding in a positive territory. Okay, so now the idea is afternoon run may happen. Okay, so based on that idea, you are now, let's say if I was here at that time, right? So now now we know that okay, these are the sellers. They don't want NQ doesn't want to, let's say, go above 390 or 400 levels, right? Because double top in a way, right? And then it came down in a stair-step fashion, right? And it broke below this 325 again, right? And 337, like this bar. At this point, idea is it should hold below both of this level and continue to do stair-step down, which it did. See here, pull back here, right? There was a short here, which I don't want to take it, right? But I'm observing it, right? This is after the fact, right? Because I came in here. But I'm just saying, if I was here, I would watch it this way. Came up, down, right? Down, couldn't make a new low. That's the step number one. You have to observe. Okay, couldn't make a new low. Fine. These sellers are still active. Step down. What if it goes above this? Then it's a fail breakdown of this entire area, and price may move higher. So let's watch. Here, poke higher. Correct. Now since move was initiated from this dream number. See here. So you have to wait for a price to take out the dream number. And before it takes out, let's say if it does, you have to see where it's coming from. So now here it took out this high. It's a good sign for buyers, but let's wait. It can do fail breakout, right? Then it pull back. Pull back where? This area, same area. Did it go through it? No. Okay, fine. It wants to hold it, right? Now you look here. Then what happened? After this, it tried to go down. Go down. See here, it made a new low below these lows. See here, right here, by point or two. Right? At this point, if you are watching it like this, when this candle is running, this candle, right? When this candle is running, you will see this red candle like trying to take out this low. You are expecting it to go down because it's a fail breakout of this area, right? So you are expecting it to go down, but you cannot do anything, right? Shorting is not allowed because ES is still holding, right? So all you are going to do is reverse process to see if fails it here or go above this, then you are ready to go long. See here, failed, came back up, close above it, slight pullback, again went up. See at this point, you can go long right there, 1325. Right here, see, yes, 1325, above 65 long. See right here, right there. Right there. Now you can look for this as a first target and new high of the day. Okay, so now there will be another entry right into this area. Later on you may see if there is a setup there. There you go. See this setup. That's your entry, which is right here. Okay, Now, so but anyway, I was not here, right? But then there is another entry here. See, all these broken resistances initially in the morning will turn into support, which they were supposed to do. You know, now you look here. See, what I'm trying to show you here is long here, right? Now it's not like random. I'm showing you after the fact, but I'm showing you the read here. See my earlier long here, it was a right long, price just fooled me. Here it was a right long, price just fooled me. Here right long, price just fooled me, right? Now technically you can even take this long also, no? But now you can see this remain in a draw mode. Okay, so now you see this same place, long long, later on. See that this is what's supposed to happen in the morning, long long. See, same places. See how price is behaving. See, this kind of price action needs to happen here in the morning, but it did not. See here, this short here, whoever shorted it turning to buy. See, now earliest long here, right? See, this is the level, right? So there would be a long here also, you know, if someone wants to take it, but I did not take it, right? But look at this, assume there is a long here, you can see another long right here, then it went up all the way up to here, same highs, right? So what I'm trying to teach you here is that this supposed to happen here, and then price goes up, make a new high, and then tank, then it's fine. I would have shorted it, no? But since it did do it, right? If I was observing these things, I would have taken all this long. But since I came it at around 230, 235, right? I observed it and I catch the last this leg. That's all I did, you know. So since I knew that okay, it turned into this buying, this buying, this buying, this buying, so why not this buying and get it done with it, you know, make a new high. So took the long here, bailed out here at 469 because ES, say I was looking for a new high, okay, but ES touched this 90 area here. See that? See, it's already touched here once, right? But since NQ, if it doesn't make a new high, at least it will go to the top, you know, because by the time, look at AD, look at momentum, see, and ES was already trading above 76, yesterday's high, yeah? So that is why, right? So now I got, you know, maybe what, how many points, 470 was my exit and 433 was my entry, so 40 some points, right? So 10 point loss from here, recovered, net 30 point for the day, you know, but I had like 4-5 contracts, so but anyway, so 30 point profit for the day, right? But this would have happened, should have happened here, you know? But anyway, so but that's how price moves. Now you look at it, since ES achieved its max level, it came down. Whoever went long here hoping for the new high and did not bail out, because let's say they were not looking at ES, what it is doing, now they are in a losing position, right? Overnight it is possible that NQ may come up into this area, possible, you know? If ES goes higher above this, then only, otherwise NQ will come down, okay? So but tomorrow it will do the same thing. Tomorrow overnight it may go here and then come down here, you know, or it can go down here and then again come back up. So something it will do in this area in the overnight. And that be all for today.